a few words of Torah from Leann Shamash.
This poem, called The Road Trip, explores the beginning of this period of wandering and compares it to a family road trip. The car is piled high, maps, brochures, bikes stacked on the rack, roof piled high, a household in a minivan. Inside, the cool AC, packed like sardines, leg to leg, snacks, goodie bags, books, lollipops, wet wipes, diapers, smiles, and all around optimism. A road trip is never what it is promised to be. Are we there yet? The car is crowded. Someone is car sick, fighting, nagging, complaining about the good old days at home where everything is hunky-dory. A road trip is a microcosm of the world all around us, compressed into the 3 rows of a minivan. Kids sneeze and noses run, pit stop after pit stop, fighting in the back seat. The navigator is snoring in the passenger seat. You can't hear the books on tape, so you listen to the radio and you can't believe what you're hearing. The restrooms are dirty. It's not quite as you planned. Smiles turn to frowns. The best intentions are overturned like the pieces of a puzzle. They're pieces laying face down on a crummy car floor alongside a spilled juice box. Kids will be kids, and adults are just kids with bigger shoe sizes. Are we there yet? A brochure is not real life. The internet shows only sunny skies. The real sky is not as blue as in the photos. Sometimes cold winds blow and you forgot the rain ponchos. Sometimes it rains. There are black flies on the mountains. There are bears at the campsites. Mosquitoes bite. Scratching is our new hobby. Ticks crawl up ankles and lodge behind ears. Lines snake around and the wait is more than an hour to get on the ride. The coffee is cold, the food is expensive, and the children whine. But the road trip goes on. To turn around and go home is not part of the playbook. One day, you'll all look back on this with a smile. Long ago, thousands embarked upon a God-inspired road trip. The trip planners used no maps, no Travelocity. They followed a cloud by day and a fire by night. The trip planners stayed up nights and organized for the trip. Everyone had their places. The tents were packed up. Directions were followed to a T. All were alert and ready. The desert welcomed them. Heat rose from the ground like waves and the blue sky beckoned. Destination, promised land. All were ready for the destination, but maybe not the ride. A road trip is never what it is promised to be. Are we there yet? The complaining started immediately. When will we get there? I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. These snacks aren't what I wanted. I can't wait. I won't. I want to go back. I want the good old days, those days of cucumbers and leeks, those good old days of slavery in Egypt. The organizers were caught off guard. Hadn't they planned for everything? Smiles turned upside down to frowns. The best made plans overturned like a complicated puzzle, their pieces laying face down on the hot desert floor. It was just a little too much for the organizer. It broke him just a little bit, but he had no choice but to continue. The road trip must go on. Kids will be kids, and adults are just kids with bigger shoe sizes. All road trips are different. They never go as it reads in the travel guide. To turn around and go home is just not part of the playbook. You plan and hope for the best and know that it's going to be a bumpy ride, desert or minivan. Somehow you get stronger along the way.